Hello students, welcome back to Study Life. Today in the chapter Evolution, we are going to see how is the origin and evolution of man taking place. Well student, about 15 million years ago, which we write in terms of MYA. What is this MYA stands for? It is a standard unit in a historic period which is called as million years ago. Okay, so about 15 million years ago, we have found the primates. Namely, the first one is called as Biopithecus and Ramapithecus. These are the two distinct species that is being found in a very initial stage to which the men became alive. The men came into the picture. So the Dryopithecus and the Ramapithecus, they both were hairy and walked like gorillas. And chimpanzees. Okay student, the Dryopithecus were they were like ape-like in their appearance, they were more ape-like, and the Ramapithecus were more men-like. However, they were hunting the species and they were dependent on the other. Their height was not more than 4 feet. Not more than 4 feet. Okay, this was the initial species that we have seen and observed million years ago. Then later, what happened? We still have found something evoluting. What is that something, student? That is Homo habilis. Homo habilis. Now, these Homo habilis brain was observed to be around 650 to 800 cc. cc is the unit, the brain unit, which stands for cubic centimeter. Cubic centimeter. So these Homo habilis were around, their brain was around 650 to 800 cc. Now again in the later species, which is coming from the Homo habilis, found in Java, once upon a time, found in 1891 in Java. So there we have got the class of Homo erectus. Homo erectus. Now they were the human being, they were Homo erectus, but it has been observed that their brain is comparatively larger in size, and that was 900 cc. Again, cc stands for cubic centimeter, the unit which is used to mention, and this had happened over 1.5 million years ago. Then we have from the Homo erectus, in your history, you must have learned all these in the social studies, the phase of the Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, all these, and then the men arrive. So these were the picture in the initial stage. How do we basically started comparing that how the men evolution has taken place? What was there before this and what was there before this and what is the difference? So all sort of comparison leads to the conclusion that how the evolution of men has happened. Okay. So we were discussing Homo erectus. Then in the later stage, about 75,000 to 10,000, 75,000 to 1 lakh, 1 lakh years ago, wherein we have found again a new species that is called as Homo sapiens. They were the species of the human which were having more developed brain, say around 1400 cc, cubic centimeter. Now student, in this diagram, as in when you can see the comparison between the chimpanzees, the adult one and the young one and the human skull, you will be able to observe that the jawline of this picture is comparatively larger than in this picture. And also you can compare the size of the brain. The size of the brain where jawline is more is less, then the jawline is going inside and the brain space is comparatively greater, and in this case this is the vast difference. That's what we were comparing over here, that how right from the Dryopithecus or Ramapithecus, the Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens species are being arising. After that, in the later stage, over 10,000 years ago, we have found a men of a Homo species which were more developed. However, these Homo sapiens and these Homo habilis, they were found to be the one which do not eat meat. But these were the species, the Homo erectus were the species who have started eating the fruits. And then in the later pictures, Homo sapiens and more advanced and developed human being has came, but not so much that as of now. But over the years, what had happened? The development of the brain has happened. Over the year, the development of the brain. Because student, as in when the capacity of the brain is increasing, what is happening? The development of the brain is also happening simultaneously. And then when the development of brain has occurred, we can see rather the many creatures which are handmade. Not only this, but also you can see the various stone arts in Madhya Pradesh. What you can see? You can see the stone art. So what happened? This was the time when they have started utilizing their time in doing a different sort of art. Art like a stone art, art like a cave art. All these things you must have read in your history book, which is called as the prehistoric time or prehistoric period. Well student, these leads to the utilization of their field, and then the agriculture has came into the picture. The agriculture has came into the picture. When they've started you doing the agriculture, they've started getting into the different sort of fruits and different sort of flowers, and all these things have came into the picture, and then we have started growing, and that's how the evolution from 15 million years ago had took place. The prehistoric period is over 1800 years ago. 1800 years ago. This is the time where the early human beings were utilizing their time in the different sort of arts. And there comes the concept of the wheel, then the change in the food taste, then the transportation, and all these things came into the picture. But actually, what is the history, how is being evoluted, all these things were being explained over here. So student, that's all about this concept. I hope you've got the clarity. To get more clarity in your concept, stay tuned with Study Live. Thank you.